Hello everyone, my name is Muir, and this is Starsector, Big Ship Energy. So last time we had gone to go fight a ton of pirates, and we decided that we're probably going to take a commission with Tritachyon. So, so, okay, so just reading the description. So we might actually decide to take a commission with these guys. Let's see. That's impressive. The human capital department, so not human resources. Everything's capital and profits. That's what I'm talking about. Anti-market agitators. Various state entities which engage in illegitimate search and seizure covering property. I like this. As someone who studies law and is considering becoming a lawyer, reading some of this, it's just so. It's just such legalese that it's. And ways of framing and phrasing things, it's kind of funny. Resign your commission without financial penalty. Okay, good. So we won't be fined. Generous terms indeed, but in my opinion. Were you to do so, that would mean you would be, how can I put this, thrown to the sharks. Competition in the company is fierce, my friend, and if you withdraw this legal protection, we can't be responsible for what happens. So, all these little veiled threats. It's kind of funny. So, they're currently hostile with the Lodic Path, the Persian League, and the Pirates. Notification appeared on your trackpad would be sufficient. I mean, they are a nice place to get those blueprints. I actually want to. I would like to get my hands. I know I have to go explore. That's what this boils down to. I need to get my colonies going enough so that I can then go exploring and find. Oh, nice. They give us a nice stipend. So I'd be able to. I need to go and explore, and that would allow us to. One second. That would allow me to find blueprints for their ships, and if you're shopping around to see who get the best offer, all right? Since it's standard, any applies to details we've discussed naturally. Yeah, it's an NDA, but we didn't sign anything, so your NDA means nothing. Eat my ass. So, okay, so let's go ahead and. I love this. So let's go fight more pirates so we can get more. You know what? Screw it. Let's do it. Sure, I'll do it. So, fellowship of the Persian League reduced by 85. So now we are hostile to the Persian League. Okay, sure. Well, now I can buy stuff from here. Okay, advanced optics. So I can't buy this. Oh, our faction isn't quite high enough for them to really like us. We are getting that monthly stipend, so that is good for us. We can't buy people for cheap, so let's go back over here, over to Dawn, and see what we can find. Because I assume the bounty is still on here. Yeah, for 7 more days, so maybe enough time to get in one more fight. If I can find somebody. There seems to be maybe something over here. Okay, none of them are really going to be a good fight. Which one has the fewest fighters? This one. So we'll go after you. These combined, it could be a good fight. So, with allies... Well... That's not pretty big. So, what we will do is we will deploy them and 2 carriers. Okay. Let's just hope I'm not overestimating the power of our phase ships here as we make our way towards the enemy. We have this huge battle coming our way, and it would be best to send ships out in waves, I think, because we can retreat people, but we would prefer to I prefer to not have to not lose a bunch of ships because our combat readiness fell too low. And the Shrike we can just take out. Juke him over a little bit. Just barely not enough to kill him. So let's go with the missiles aren't going. So we can escape and alright. So I just need to make it back to our carriers who can help us out and get these people off our backs. While we do our quick little victory spin, I guess. And let's go kill this ship next. There are quite a few enemies. We seem to be doing a fairly good job of holding them back. No enemy carriers thus far. We're gonna snipe this mule. We're gonna go over here. We're going to drop our shields, roll our phase, and vent as much of this flux as we can. Then we will go finish off that mule, who we need to go over here to really hit and kill. Because that is where his armor is weak. Okay, well, he is currently disabled. If we hit around here, get it. Alright, very nice. This cruiser is, he thinks he's hard stuff. So we're gonna go show him how wrong he is. He thinks he's real tough. He was real tough. He took 2 barrages. This mule over here, he thinks he's hot stuff as well. So let's go ahead and dump this flux. And let's go kill him as well. Go ahead and get out of the range of out of the way of these missiles. Let's do our victory spin and this wolf, he's going to try and do his phases real quick. Yeah. Not too bad for him. Right, so we are having an easy time of wiping out these guys. And oh, we see a nice little carrier back there. Seems to be harassing one of my other phase ships. Well, let's go kill people. It looks like he's doing a good job of ripping this guy apart. He is super dead. That hound does not stand a chance. But since it's on our way, we're just going to go over here and help it out. Help it out in its ruin. The enemy line is falling apart. So let's go and kill this condor now. The nice part is that if we look right, just hit it with our special, because not a whole lot to it. Okay, so now the enemy fleet is in flight. He seems to be going after him, so he'll probably kill him. I'm going to go target this guy and kill him. Alright, well there he goes. And I think that's everyone. Alright. Looks like I wasn't overestimating the ability of my ships. So let's pursue them and not let any escape. We'll just have these three go after them. And I will take control of this one as my ship goes soaring after it to try and catch up. Alright. So, this guy over here seems to be by himself. Let's go kill him. There can be no survivors. Just wait until our two guns are back ready. They are both now back ready. Ah. Right, let's vent, and then kill. You want that Shrike to not escape. But these guys are a bit faster, I think. So let's go ahead and get rid of them. Waiting for our special to come back up so we can kill him. And you, sir, are our last target. So his shield can be turned, I think, yeah. So I have to just overwhelm his shield instead. Alright, there he goes. And I don't think any enemies escaped, so excellent. Let's consider ship recovery. We considered it, picked through the wreckage, and they are still welcoming. We have a few more points. We have more ordnance points. Let's see what this does. I like the transverse jump. I like the increased weapons range. I also like the idea of just being able to vent incredibly fast. So, where's our fleet in terms of ordnance? Some ships are doing a little bit better than others. And they are all repairing very quickly. What about the bounty? Are you going to survive? You will survive. So let's go back to Coulomb, where we are going to see if that other Harbinger is available for purchase. Though, we probably shouldn't buy it right now. I mean, they have plenty of Harbingers that we can buy at any time. as soon as we become friendly with them, we'll be able to purchase them like nothing. So there's no reason to really rush into it right now. Let's see what we can sell on the black market right now. What's this? PD. Cool. And nothing else that we really care about. So we'll sell all that stuff. We don't have storage here, so what can we buy from them? Buy lots of that, we can buy lots of this. We can also not buy lots of crew, but we can buy tons of marines. We can also buy heavy armaments, which Chalcedon will pay quite a bit for. What about drugs? Epiphany likes drugs. Let's buy drugs. And okay. So we have everything that they need. But this one... Well, Kaiseron will buy those, but we can't go to Kaiseron because we're currently technically at war with them. So, we'll buy some phase lances just so we can slap them on our ships. Okay, so what other ship out here? What else we have? Let's go over here to Eos Berres. Eochu Berres Station. Eochu Berres Station. And let's buy more marines, because Chalcedon will buy 600 of them. It's just a tad too much for our blood right now. It would get us up to where we need to be, so let's buy 30,000, 33,000 worth. Cool. And now we have no money whatsoever. So we're going to make our way to Chalcedon, where we are going to sell and make a ton of money. A much larger return on our investment. A personal bounty for Poseidon 5 aces. Alright, so I guess when the hostilities end with the Persian League, we can go back to, I suppose, our faction with the Persian League is equivalent to whatever the whatever it is at current hostilities. So we're going to keep our transponder off, we're going to keep making our way over here. And then we will sell to these guys. Black market. This can go to Epiphany. So Dawn likes it even more. So sell to these guys. We'll sell them. Sell lots of supplies. And we'll sell lots of fuel. Like that, we've made tons of profit. Okay, we can get more heavy antimatter blasters, but we don't really need those right now. So we have all these extra points to spend, so let's consider spending them somewhere. Now, I could... Okay, cool. So that's good. Over here, we can't do a ton, so we'll just increase their shields, to be honest. So this will be 12. So we will make this the new. We will name this antimatter blaster. Or let's get AMB for short. So So this one is an AMB. Over here, we will just do the same. So VG is all we need to use. It's a bit of a dance, I suppose. Cool, in these drovers, we can slap more points into their vents. How high can their shields go? 24. And what can we do with this? So we can expand a crew deck. Here, decrease due to fighter losses by 25%, increases the rate at which recovers by 50%. Okay, what? Okay, so we'll use the expanded crew decks to try and make this great. We don't need recovery shovels? We don't need recovery shuttles because none of these use crew. So this one will be the new support wasps. And so we will update these to the new support wasp design. These we can, what can we do with these? Not much, I assume. So we'll do that, and this one we have five more points, so we'll just put it into vents, into capacitors. Alright. That's all done. Let's see, mercenary officer, what do you do? Yeah, we'll hire them. Let's put them in charge of this one. So eventually all these will have an officer, which means that in essence none of them will be losable, I suppose. They'll all be recoverable after battle. And we will then have, you know, these supports, these ships that will mostly end up probably being harbingers in the end. And some, like maybe one or two of these. Mostly harbingers, and then like a doom and something else. So weathered looking man, he has a bunch of units of food that need to be moved. This person, domestic goods, 18 each. Yeah, we'll take them. So let's make our way to deliver these drugs to Epiphany. His Brazil would be nice, but that's out of our way. So Algeber and Epiphany it is. Now we would like more drugs, so we can't go over here and trade with these people. Well, we can because our transponder is off, and they don't usually have defense forces that I'm aware of. Okay, so we will trade and pick up all the drugs with them. And Epiphany wants 400 drugs. So we will buy that. These are railguns, yeah. Okay, so we literally cannot buy anything from them on the open market. The supplies we can pick up slightly above cost, but having more supplies is better than fewer supplies. Marines, they're not good at that price, so we're going to leave that. On the black market, we could pick up a Tempest, but we don't want that. So let's go ahead and see what trades are available right now, if there's any that are nearby. Doesn't look like it. So, to Algeber we go. Just announce who we are for just a second. And who are you? someone with their transponder off is who you are. Okay, so Connie wants lots of organs. We can most likely do that for Connie. So, the organs, yes, we will accept this. Let's continue to make our way over to Algeba. Alright. So they're all terrified of me, with good reason. We're going to drop off all these drugs, make a bunch of money back. And what can we buy here for cheap? Not Marines. Okay, we can't even get crew for cheap. So, we can't check to see... Actually, let's go and... Where are the harvested organs? Since it's on the way, we're going to go to Majek first, and we will go to Nova Maxios, where we will see what we can do there. Oh no! Pirates are after the BSF! We'll have to go and murder them all. So, I don't know if the... So, colony threats. So, fairly capable. Superior fleets defending the system. There are probably no fleets defending the system yet. So, 26 days until arrival. Well, 26 or so days until arrival. So, let's get some organs. Yeah, that's all fine. And we can't buy crew. We could buy Marines, except... I mean, Epiphany would take the Marines at a profit. So we will do that. But we want... But we need... 140 harvested organs. So let's go to Tripacina. Our wonderful friends over here at Tritachyon Incorporated. We don't care at all if you buy organs harvested from innocent people who were probably screaming in pain as they were being harvested, because why would you ever in the world give anesthetic to, I don't know, however you want to rationalize it. So let's go back to the black market. Let's get 140 of those. Now let's see, what can we get here? Can we get supplies? Not for the cheapest. Fuel not for the cheapest, but hey, you know, it's better than nothing, I guess. What about Marines? We can get Marines for relatively cheap. We would only need another 170 of them, though. 170 plus... So we would need a total of 545, I think, to... But we only want 545. So we can go... There, that should do it for us. And no phase lances that I see. What about ships? Nada. Alright. And what can we find here? We have a freelance administrator, Lapis Harvey. Lapis Haney. So what do you do, Lapis? No special talents. Well, it was nice talking to you. We have everything we need to go to Algeber and sell a bunch of Marines to them. So let's go do that. As Tritachyon is yelling, bloody smuggling jerks. Don't worry, there'll be another bounty sometime, and we'll go and kill all the pirates and make tons of action with them again. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. So, what's this? Shepherd, Metropolitan, Quartermaster, Postmaster. Okay. They're all crazy people. Don't worry about it. So in the black market, we'll sell these guys, make a nice profit, and we will leave. Because there isn't anything we can buy cheaply from them. Could sell 400 of these for a decent profit, which we shall do. What about this? Nah, not a good profit. So let's get ourselves out of here. Okay, so we want to make our way back to... We're going to make our way first to Kani, and then Chalcedon. And Chalcedon just wants the Marines, so let's go to Kani first, where we will get paid a nice hefty sum of money so we can continue to build our fleet. We are technically at war with the Persian League, so I mean we could just go fight them. Go find a small Persian League outpost and kill all their enemies. Alright, so the Persian League is back to where it was. I believe how it works is if there are hostilities with them at the moment, then you don't have to worry about it. You can destroy their ships and, you know, face no consequences. But if there are no hostilities with them and you attack their ships, then you suffer consequences. I think that's how it works. I'm not sure though. Let's go to the black market, let's buy their supplies. They don't have fuel to sell us, so we aren't going to buy any of that. They don't have any phase lances for our up and coming. Oh, but do they have any people to hire? They don't. So Chalcedon, what do we have over here? Alright, so we will need to go defend our colony. Arrives in 22 days. Not anything I'm particularly worried about. Unless we're just not there. Okay, so they want... Oh, they want lots of Marines, huh? Do they want supplies again? Yes, they do. Yeah, we'll sell them supplies. They do want fuel, but not at the price I want to sell a bunch of it at. And they will take Marines. What about heavy weapons? Yes, they will at a decent price, I suppose. Right, so they have more people now as well, so we'll hire those so we can then go and found another colony. Okay, well, let's go hire more Marines because we have lots of time. They want 600 of them. They're willing to pay a lot. The lesser the distance we have to go to satisfy their need, the better. So let's make our way back to Novamaxios, where we can then just buy lots of... Okay, so there's a pirate raid going on. Let's go back to Duzak. Let's go to food, ore, and organics. Are there any system bounties going on right now? Yeah. Asconia. So let's actually go to Asconia. And let's go to Umbra. So we can buy lots of personnel there. So our human capital department can make lots of quick acquisitions. Okay, so we want to hire all the Marines we can, up to about 600 or so. We then want to hire the rest of the crew that we could hire. So we're good in that respect. Yeah, Chalcedon wants this, but the Raiders and Thule want it more. Thule seems to be controlled by just independence, I assume. So we will buy all of these, and what else can we do here? So it's the Raider base, Thulean Raider base. They are going to want lots of drugs. So let's see, what can we get for the Thuleans? Hey, they want lots of these. So we have plenty of supplies. Actually, we have 600 supplies. It's not much at all. We have this stuff that is illegal to have here, at least, and we don't want to be. We don't want it to get confiscated. So let's skip town. Let's instead change courses. Let's go to Majek. Let's get a lot of heavy machinery, not heavy machinery, but heavy armaments and such from the systems there, and then go and make a bunch of money from the Thuleans. Okay, so there aren't that many people who are... Ah, the orbital station is complete. What about that colony threat now? Superior to the fleets, but not necessarily the orbital station. Alright, so let's jump in. Let's go to Nova Maxos. And then we will make our way back to Drew with all of the heavy weapons and such that people want to buy. Okay, so Thulean base still wants this. Aslan wants 200 as well, so we'd like around 400 of these if we can get our hands on it at a cheap price. Okay, so we can get that for cheap, we can get this for that cost. We already have lots of Marines. We could go and sell them at Hasbrasil as well, which could be profitable. We don't have enough room for them all. Okay, so that was good. So the pirates raiding the Hasbrasil system failed. So let's go back to Duzak. Let's go to food, ore, and organics, so we can prevent our little, so we can prevent it from getting raided. Luckily it's not that far. And here we are. So let's manage the colony. Let's put most of our employees over here. The nice part is that every single one we put in, we can then withdraw later. So they're all there. Let's go ahead and put the food over there as well, domestic goods. So it's really stable because a lot of their needs are met. So this raid that is coming, it's so currently traveling to it. They're not in it just yet. And the raid failed. Okay, sounds good. Let's go to Asharu. Let's just buy up. Actually, what about fuel? So we don't have anything in here just yet. We have this go. We're going to run around 400 heavy armaments. So let's go ahead and make our way to Nachiteka, actually. There we go. Well, let's not. Let's go to Corvus. Let's go to those independents and buy all the heavy armaments we can. Oh, nice. Turn on that transponder. Oh, no. So we want to go and hit up this neutral base here. Alright, so we should be able to get there without going into the Corona again. Awesome. Let's buy lots of their heavy armaments. They don't have any. Wunderbar. Well, let's buy their supplies then. So their supplies and their fuel is at cost. What about the drugs? So Epiphany wants drugs. More important, the Thullian Raiders want drugs. What else do the Thullian Raiders want? Food, maybe? No. They just want drugs and heavy armaments. So, what else is there? The pirates? Yeah, let's go say hello to the pirates. And then we will leave and try to get out of here in one piece. So there seems to actually be a lot of people here right now. So we're going to want 400. So we want 400 heavy armaments. And we want 1,000. Well, we want another, say, we're going to get up to about 600 of these. Now, we are a bit overburdened. We don't have all the heavy armaments that we would like. The heavy armaments sell for a lot more, so we are going to free up as much as we can until we can. So we're going to want 400, right? So that means we want to free up 55 slots. And now, assuming we don't get attacked and we can get all of these, we can then get the rest of the heavy weapons that we need. If we bought them here, it would be kind of expensive. We'd be buying at 780, so it wouldn't be worth it to us. Let's instead now make our way to Arcadia. We can trade with these guys. You know, actually, where is this this Thulian raider base? It's in Thule. Where is Thule? Here. It has Eldfell, which we could check on. So let's go to Eldfell and see what we can buy there. Turn our transponder on so the hegemony leaves us alone. And let's go. Because I would like to not have to fight them. Because I'm not going to let them take all our stuff. Okay, so the pirate raid against the Syndrian Dictat, that failed horribly. And let's see what we can find. So we do make a nice little stipend every month. And we go. And to Eldfell we go. They don't sell heavy armaments. Does Kaiseron sell heavy armaments? Yes. They also don't care that we have that we buy heavy armaments. So we're going to buy heavy armaments, and then we can buy drugs with the remainder. Okay, so let's go ahead and make our way to the Thulian Raider base. Ah! We didn't have any harvested organs, so they were just like, yeah, whatever. Get out of here. Alright, so let's sell drugs. They don't want Marines, but they want heavy armaments. They want supplies, and they want fuel. So, like that, we've made a ton of money. What do they actually sell that we could want? Doesn't look like much of anything, really. What kind of ships do they offer? Nothing. Do they have any people we can hire? What do you do? She has no special talents, but, you know, when we get our next colony going, it could be useful to bring her into the fold, so to speak. So next, let's go to Kotal in Aslan. That's over by Nachiteka, so over here, Kodzil. Alright, let's get out of here. So off we go. Oh. Well, that's a terrifying enemy. It's a really terrifying pirate fleet there. Yeah. Let's not get involved. Let's stay nowhere near them. Because I would prefer to stay alive. Okay, so up we go over here. And to Kotal we go. Slip that transponder on, and there's a bounty on Naraka. That's good for us. So we can sell these here. We can sell supplies at a profit. I'm tempted, but I don't have a lot of supplies. So we're not going to do that. That would be silly. We will buy more Marines, though. Auto-pulse laser, what does that do? Rephrase. Okay. Well, I mean, you know, a large... If a phase ship gets a large weapon mount, then that could be good. It's charges gained once again. So that's just the bigger version of what I had. There's the capital ship, or the large version of the phase lance that I will likely end up using. What's that? Nav relay. Nice. And who can we hire here? Another mercenary officer. He's steady. Yeah. Let's bring him in. And what about you? What do you do? He's steady as well. Let's hire him. So let's get all these other ships with an officer. Okay, so our officers, who's ready to level up? He is. And you. I'm just curious. What if I go out of it? Is it... No, it's set in stone. Yeah. Nice. Okay, so we have a lot of these new officers who will work for us. And we have just as much as we need in terms of... Alright, to Naraka, to Chizumosek, we go to buy more stuff. So, what can we buy from them? Lots of supplies, not fuel, though Naraka's right over there, so that won't be a good price. We can buy lots of Marines. Nothing else really stands out. It's heavy armor. Cool, what do they have in terms of ships? Nothing that I care about. What do they have in terms of potential mercenary officers? So she's steady. Yeah, we'll hire her. Him, what is he? He is timid. No thanks. Him, he is steady as well. We'll hire him as well then. So, and that's all the officers we need. So we are now good to go. All of our combat ships will almost always be recoverable, and we can... So let's go ahead and make our way to Naraka. Nice. To Naraka we go to make lots and lots of faction with the hegemony. Damn it. Isn't there a, I guess the bounty in Naraka... What? No. There should still be a bounty here. So we want to go to Nachiteka, but it seems as though the pirate activity in Nachiteka has been... Oh, never mind. It's still there. Let's see what we can catch. Let's go kill him. Alright, let's move to engage. We don't want to send all our ships in, so there aren't a whole lot of guys here, so let's go ahead and send in kind of 3 phase ships. And let's see how many of them we can kill before we need before we need reinforcements. If we need reinforcements at all. Okay, I don't see any enemies over there. Okay, well, I guess they are potentially slower than I figured. So we've got these guys closing in. So let's go see what we can do. Alright, that works. I'm gonna go kill this drone tender first. Then I'm gonna go kill this carrier so we can stop their fighters from coming out. There can be no mercy. I think I'm going to shoot him right in the groin, so to speak, the groin of the ship. Oh well. Couldn't shoot him right in the nuts. Cut him close though. Like right here. Go kill their other carrier as well. As they try desperately to take down my shields. Don't want to get anywhere near where that destroyer can do anything to me, so let's go ahead and leave them. Shuttles are pretty fast, so we're just going to hunt him down. Those Talons aren't particularly threatening to us. Don't want none of that, so we're going to turn and just run a little bit. Of course, we were bad at shooting today. Okay, well, we got him nonetheless. So, good enough. After this battle is over, it'll likely be the end of the episode. These guys, they really like chasing things they shouldn't be chasing, don't they? You little turd. Die. He just gets vaporized. So we're going to come around. Let's murderize this hound. And we're going to murderize you next. that's not good. Ow. Oof. I chose the wrong time. Let's kill this enemy destroyer. So that my other employees can do their jobs. Oh, man, he's dancing around those guys. How's he doing? Seems to be alright. Let's dance around this guy. He's going to keep shooting at us to try and do something, but he's going to find it just isn't enough. It's never enough. What's going on? Oh, right. He wants to die next. A noble endeavor, I guess. We will oblige. And since most of those missiles are going the wrong way, we will just casually run away a little bit before letting us down and letting some hard flux dissipate. Alright, well, this destroyer is nearing its last legs, so we're going to go over here, kill this destroyer, kill these two mules, and then go help our other employees. Ah, very nice. That destroyer is probably running for his life right now. He's not going to make it, though. We're going to hunt him down. Well, maybe he'll make it. I don't know. We're pretty close to the top. No, actually, we're not. So, no, we're going to chase him down. There he goes. He thinks he's getting away, but he's not. Well, he might. I don't know. Hopefully I can catch up with him. There can be no survivors. Let's vent our flux. Come over here to try and kill him. And if we can, if we can't, then we'll get him when we chase them down. It'll be fun. No! I don't want him to leave. I want to murder him. There can be no survivors! Come on. Yes, turn your back to me. Excellent. Very good. Let's go over here and kill this enemy mule. How we doing on combat readiness? You seem to be alright. What about everyone else? How are you doing in combat readiness? So I'm going to have him make a tactical withdrawal. You're doing alright. I'm going to have you make a tactical withdrawal. I'm going to bring in 2 other ships to fill in for that. Well, it's time for me to peace out. Let our hard flux decrease on its own without venting because we are actually somewhat slow. Then, yeah, the moment they start shooting at us again, we will leave. But let's get this guy out of here because he seems to be... What is our combat readiness at? I don't think I can see it up there. So it's decreasing now. And let's go ahead and send in 1 more ship that I will be piloting, as this ship attempts to withdraw. I think we go ever so slightly faster. Just get out of the way a little bit. Alright, and away we go. If we hadn't done that and blown ourselves up, we'd still be in the fight. A lot to live down. Alright, good. Alright, so evidently these spaceships showed up on the scene early on and were absolutely well, they showed up and they were unprecedented. And then just slaughtered everything around them. Be terrifying to not even be able to detect them at all. They'd just be like the equivalent of submarines, except where you can't shoot them out of their phase ship. Can't shoot them out of phasing. So we're going to give him the total retreat. Then we're going to take over this one, presumably. Yes. Alright, good job. Oh man, with these small ones, it's like the enemy's almost stopped. It's really nice. So the thing I've found with this is that you want to almost be stopped when you go and fire, so it can't have any unintended so the enemy doesn't get it. So your tracking is all nice and spot on and such. Let's go ahead and try to get to his back. Goes. This might be bad. Bah! There goes our engines. But we can still phase. While we rotate our way. We need to be pointing at you. Right. Too close there. And now he dies. Damn it. And now he dies. Miss. Let's go kill the other one. Where is the other one? You. There can be no survivors. As the spaceship desperately tries to fight off those instead of just killing the enemy. Excellent work. So, the unfortunate thing is once they get through all the armor, those little mining drones are gonna be dangerous. Very nice. Very nice. That should be death. Too close there too. Alright, and that should be everything. So let's, yeah, there we go. So the enemies that escaped, there won't be many. Yeah, we'll just deploy one, that's all we need. Let's deploy two so we make sure none escape. So you will take command of... my dumpy little shuttle back there is trying to catch up. Alright, let's go. I want to kill the one in front first, because there can be no survivors. That needs to cool down, and it cools down at the same speed regardless of whether or not we are in flux or not. Nice. Now he's just wheeling around, hoping for the best. But I'm sorry, my friend. There can only be none. Right. So that should be a good amount of faction for us. Considered it, none that I want. Just pick through the wreckage. Just take it all. So what are with Tritachyon? Oh yeah, so whenever we kill any pirates, we get a faction with Tritachyon. So that means any kind of that any kind of pirate hunting is profitable. That's good. Got that flux of dissipation right in there. Made a good chunk of a change. Let's go to Naraka. First up, let's repair our ships. Costs us a bunch. Let's sell stuff on the black market just to get rid of it. Alright. We're going to then want to buy all the supplies and all the fuel, as well as all the marines we can carry. Okay. Nothing else really stands out to me. What kind of ships are they willing to buy? What's our fleet looking like? Great. Some of our officers are probably ready to level up, so let's see what they can do. These other guys in the back, they need to actually just get into the mix. So let's go over here and fight us some pirates. Seems to be a big battle going on here for Yuma Station. Let's join the battle. Seem to be a lot of fun targets to destroy. Let's just give all of our people something to do, shall we? It'll be the fastest battle ever. Be very expensive on our part, but it'll be the fastest battle ever. At least all of our officers will get something to do. And Yuma seems to be doing fairly well. Let's go and Doesn't look like they have any carriers, so that's good. But I'm going to head to the back of their line so I can start killing them back there. Oh no, this episode is very long. Everyone, go ahead, leave me a video, Alright everyone, so this video doesn't turn into 2 hours. Leave me a comment, tell me what you would like to see more of. And like the video if you like the video, comment, subscribe, ring that bell, and I will share with your friends, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.